up. Real quick. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Reefa, aka Fillmore Blunt.
How you doing? Coming back from the break, it's Bright Boy. We're checking back in with you. How y'all doing?
I am Mika for the 9 Tooth Bell, and I'm fully regenerated.
No more
Got some
hangry.
food in it.
Totally different person right now I'm sitting next to.
Hi.
And
Lipstick
welcome
color
back,
change.
world. This is your boy LA, and we have a special guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young man.
My name is Dimitri Reeves. I'm a artist, and I'm not Michael Jackson.
AKA Michael Jackson.
So those of you who do not know, if you haven't seen Dimitri, he does Michael Jackson impersonations.
He's not
around.
Michael.
He's not Michael Jackson. Please do not call him that. You might get cut.
Or shot.
Yeah.
Or shot.
Or shot.
Michael gonna pull out a blade on you.
He does Michael Jackson impersonations around the city, and let's let you talk about yourself. I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, you fine. That was good. It was good. So my name is Dimitri Reeves. I do this all around the city of Baltimore. I try to show young black youth that you don't have to resort to guns, violence, and gangs to make a decent hustle or a decent living. They're going to talk about you whether you're driving a hoopty or a Cadillac, so have fun in between. I've been called everything from crackhead
Deep, I
to...
love that.
People, I've been called everything from crackhead to crazy to he's mentally ill. Don't talk about him. He's just mentally ill. Somebody was trying to defend me, and I didn't know how to take that. I guess I was like, okay, I guess.
Just want to say, just let it happen again.
Yeah, right. So I've been called everything from that. I just did this for a city. I actually did this when I first started out. I'm sure you guys heard when I was doing that. I was doing it. Both my parents were on dialysis. My dad is still on dialysis, but my mom isn't on dialysis anymore. She finally got a kidney.
That's
So that was
Thank
sad.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Prayers up. Yeah.
So with me doing this through time, I started to love Baltimore for Baltimore. Yeah. It's weird how you come here, and my uncle used to drive here, and I used to see a guy when I didn't play that, but now I'm just like, they're so loving, everybody's so free and loving and everything, so I just spread love. That's what I do. That's my message. So most people come to me and say, you're the guy from the riots and blah, 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 and I was like, yeah, I was, in that time, I looked at the comments the other day, and the comments said, oh, he just wanted his fame and all that. I'm just like, okay, well, since I wanted my fame, where was all the reverends and the politicians when the cameras weren't here?
Right.
Jamal.
Right.
And I
I'm gonna sip my tea. I'm gonna sip from my cup.
and I was here. I'm. Sorry. Right. No, you're good. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're supposed to be for the city and everything, and I'm out there busting my tail with no cameras. It's just me and my manager. We have two big speakers and a generator. Go out here in these areas for these kids. Because these kids have no hope. All they see is people dealing drugs and see people getting shot in the corner. So they think that's it. And the music doesn't help. So that's what life is. I see the guy who's trying to make it. He's struggling, but the guy who's toting guns and talking about popping pills, he's balling. Well, why would I want to be straight and narrow? I want to be crooked. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
Understandable. So I have a question for
Sure.
you. How on earth did you get started? Because we've seen you. For those who haven't seen you, we've seen you. We've seen you on cold days. We've seen you on hot days.
Mainly the hot days, though. I wouldn't want to see you out there in the rain, though.
We were out there in the rain. We went out to I think it was I forgot where it was at, but Flint, Michigan or something. We were out in the rain, and the girls, how girls are about their hair. They were out there with umbrellas and newspapers and stuff, watching.
Yeah. So
and everything.
how did you get started in all this?
I got started. I did Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson died. My mom came in this room and said, Michael Jackson died. I was gonna be a wrestler, like The Rock, Stone Cold. I wanted to be that. I wanted to be. That was my
favorite.
I love it. Yeah, I love wrestling. I still watch it. Right. So everybody's like, that's fake. I'm like, but you watch Superman and have Batman on your wall. But that's another story. But it's the same thing. But right, exactly. Right. But They she came and said, Dimitri, I was sitting there. I'm like, yeah. I told God, I said, give me a sign. I want to be either at WrestleMania or be at the Grammys or blah blah blah. Just pick one for me. I told God, and then my mom said Michael Jackson died. And I said, oh my God, he did. And I just started crying. Mind you, I've been watching Usher. I didn't watch Michael Jackson like that. I kind of I don't want to say grow out of him, but I just most people don't really watch him that much anymore.
When you evolve,
people
pick
and he
up
wasn't probably your era. You know what I mean? Like he was there, but.
Right. Usher was more like
Like,
Confessions Part 2, Confessions like those. That was mine. I know every
breakup song right there.
Right.
was my era. I grew up on.
Really? Yeah. Like I so that's what I did. Like I always, when I did that. So she came and told me that I cried, went downstairs, and I started doing Michael Jackson. I looked a mess, but I thought I was doing something. And I was just like doing it, and then I started the Greater Washington Urban League. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
Yeah.
They held a Michael Jackson contest. They were late on giving me my money. That's another story.
Shout out
but the Greater Washington Urban League held a contest. They had Michael Jackson's former manager there. She was actually, I did that research. She was in the magazine with them behind him at the AMAs or somewhere. So I shook her hand. She's out of the world. You're in the top 5, or top 10. So we're gonna say top 5 because it makes it sound better. So top 5, and she was like, after she told me that, I was excited. I was like, wow. I met Tommy Davis Jr. He hosted the event. He told me he's gonna bring me out to California to do his show and everything, and stuff like that. So that was cool.
Because he also he had a very good impression at one time.
That's what he did. He got on there, made jokes and stuff like that, and everybody's laughing. So I went up there and I did my thing, and they had this guy. I was against this guy who was like trained like in this school of dance, and I was like, because he's this kid. I didn't train to dance. I'm just going off a feeling, and I won, and I was like, oh my God, I started crying. I was like, oh, you would have thought I won $1 million.
Or the Grammys.
Really. I was falling out. Mom and Dad, we all, crying, everything.
Contest win is worth.
Oh yeah,
over.
There was a lot of people, and I remember walking in there to the auditions. I met Omarosa, one that did with Donald Trump. I met her. I flirted with her during The Way Make Me Feel. Now that was the win the contest because she was one of the judges. So she when I walked,
whatever it takes.
When I walked in, the lady told me, the man said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm doing The Way Make Me Feel." And the guy said, "You're not doing Billie Jean or Thriller?" I said, "No." He said, "You're gonna lose, right?" And my heart, that's some encouragement. God damn it, that was some encouragement, right? Right. So that was it. I met my manager Vaughn Mason. He used to tour with Prince and Rick James back in the day. He did bounce, rock, skate, roll, bounce. So they love him out in California. We're actually going there June 21st. Got to sing backup for him. I've met Ready for the World. Evelyn Champagne King. Love come down, they make my love come down.
Showing a lot of people age today. People age today with these songs.
The Commodores, opened up for the Commodores. Just people I met. I'm like, oh my God, my parents. Like I'm showing my parents these things. They're like, what? Like just got paid.
Honestly, those are the only people that are really gonna appreciate it. Like when you're talking.
Yeah.
That's their era. Like
that's what they said. You doing artists,
right? Like you're showing people's ages because all of that is old school. And,
right.
You know what I mean?
I want to rock right now. I shook their hand, told them you guys are awesome.
House music right now.
So yeah,
foundation of everything.
So after that was it. Vaughn picked me up from a show I did. She was like, this lady that was really into something she was into, but she put me in the show, and she brought me out. I did Michael Jackson tribute, and Vaughn, my CD skipped in Vaughn's player, and he told me after he signed me, he said it was his fault, but before he was like, your CD something must have been wrong with it.
He wanted to see how you could think.
It was a cringe. What he said that what made him sign me is because I was resilient. Like I didn't stop. I kept on going. It was embarrassing though, because try to dance to man. Mirror, change ways, Like what? How do you dance to that? Like
only because you have.
You gotta find the beat.
That's
feel the beats.
I catch you with the shoulders. So what I did was, so after that he moved me in. I went over his house. He said, "You're moving with me." I went over his house for a while. He drove down 2 hours from St. Mary's County. He drove 2 hours to come pick me up almost every weekend. And he said, you're going to have to stay here. I said, yeah, that'd be fun. Just laughing it off. He said, no, you're going to move here. And I said, that's crazy. And he said, no, seriously, you're moving on the 3rd floor today. And I said, I can't, because my mom and dad will say no. I'm 18, by the way. My mom and dad will say no, because mom and dad's still God in my eyes. So I'm like, mom and dad say no. And they're like, no. They're like, he's like, Dimitri, you're 18. What are you going to do? You got to grow up sometime. Yeah. And I was scared. So I went there. My mom and dad was scared that the TLC story would happen to me. Right. So I went behind their backs. I know but listen.
Horrible.
Listen, I had to jump. I went behind their back. Because I felt like as a man, I had to go out and be a man and do what I had to do. I can't be under mom and dad's. You know what I mean? I can't do that. So I went out there and nothing. It was nothing against them. It was nothing like they said they don't do it. And I just signed it. He met me at the college, the community college. St. Mary's Community College team.
Shout out.
So shout out to. So I went out there and I signed the contract. He moved me up the road and he said we're going to go on the street to do this. And I said we went to the park and I did a Michael Jackson. He had a little small speaker. I went out there. I did Michael Jackson. He said, Dimitri, practice Bucharest for 2 hours a day. So I did that. He took me out, put me on the street at the Druid Hill Park. Yeah. And I did that. The vitamin water lady came over and she gave us vitamin water. And she said, here. So she was giving us vitamin water because she saw what we did. She said, can you guys just drink this while you're doing that? We said, sure. So we got some cases of vitamin water. I don't know what happened to her, but she later on, I don't know, something happened or whatever. But I hope if she's out there watching, hello and thank you for, supplying us with water.
Shout out to vitamin.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, that was really.
Yeah, because dance takes a lot.
Right. So fast forward, we get we go on the street corner. The police stop. 5 cops come. Woo! They're right there. What are you guys doing? We're just dancing, trying for positivity, blah, blah. Do you have a permit? What's that? It's what you need to be on the side of the street corner. So we had to pack up the stuff, put it in the truck, go get the stuff. Go get the permit. We got the permit, came back. Woo, 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 woo. 11 of them this time. What are you guys doing? We have a permit to do with this, sir, blah, blah. Okay. Hold on. So they went over and huddled in the corner for a minute, talked.
Just told this.
Then we called. Then we called the lady that gave us the permit because we always bring her cake and cookies, and because so after that, we always do that. So I brought her cake and cookies, and we told her, hey, you guys, can you talk to them for him? So she said something to them, and she just said. He hung up and said, you guys continue. So they left and he had her back. So she had our back. So I thank her for that. So what we did was we basically people came up to me and said, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And, I was doing it to, do what I was doing it for, for my parents, everything. Well, it's for me to continue doing it. I didn't want to be in their pockets.
Right.
It wasn't like my family was poor. I think people got the wrong idea of like my family's poor. And blah, blah. I was doing it to stay out of their pockets. I wanted to be a man and go out and get it myself. And if I had money left over, I would be like, here, because, your son,
right.
Your kids try to, here, you try to, floss on your parents. You try to floss, like, here, here, $5, Mom. He ain't sweating me. No, I'm just kidding.
Get some gun.
Right.
I want to touch on this for a second because I think this is important because we hear about this all the time. You said parents, meaning you have both parents at home that support you. How does your family feel about your career choice?
They think it's cool. They come over and ask about it and stuff like that. I feel like I say this not to say anything bad about anybody. If you had a friend doing music or a family member, you're not necessarily going to react to them like you do Bruno Mars, Meek Mill, all those guys because they already made it to a certain status.
Exactly.
I think that I'm glad you said that because I just saw a post with somebody saying, hey, I have a show today. And I'm offering rides. And somebody said, well, damn, I wish I could make it. Another person said, oh, man, I wish I could make it, blah, blah. And then one person said, well, is blah, blah going? And he said, no. He said, oh, well, I'll just see you later then. So that made me feel, it made me mad because people are really trying to do something. And if they're your friend and stuff, support them. If your friends are artists.
Offering a ride.
Right. If I'm offering a ride, then that's my gas.
Let's not forget about I'm offering a ride.
Right.
I'll come pick you up. I just want you
exactly.
to support
So that's what makes me upset about artists. You know what I mean? Like you have to be able, support our artists. We have to support. I support our artists. I retweet and I'm retweet. I'm lying. I don't use Twitter. I use repost on Instagram. Yeah, use repost on Instagrams like that because we have to support our artists. We don't support as black people. We don't support each other unless we're on TV. Oh, I know him. We want first to pick up the phone. That's my friend. But if you're not on TV or you're not doing something, you're not in front. Right, major in their eyes because I feel like I haven't had a 9 to 5 in about 5. I'm going on 6 years now. Really? I'm doing something right.
Really?
So you know what I mean? So just because success, right? Success will not. Let me say this real quick though. Success is what you think it is. Whatever you think it is, that's success. If you want to be a trash man, you be the best goddamn trash man you're gonna be, because it's your life. Got
a series here, in Baltimore.
Right? Because it's your life. Don't live your life. We're gonna die one day. It's sad to think about. I mean, most people think that's pretty bleak, but seriously, we are gonna die. So make the most of your life. Make them go out and get yours. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting mine. I've been called. People have said, "Why? You're Michael Jackson, blah blah, Michael Jackson man, the Michael Jackson man," and stuff like that. But they smile. Right. Those kids smile when I dance. Those kids smile,
and they know who you are.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Needless to say, you would do this profession for free if you were not paid a dime for it.
Yeah. Yes. I honestly, you have to love it. Yeah. Vaughn, we were on the streets for 5 hours one time. And Vaughn said, "Demetri, it's time to go." I said, "No, I'm gonna breathe on the side like."
Let me just get a 5.
Like I want to go again. I still want to go because I love it. I love it. I love the energy. Like we had 6 shows. I think 5 shows packed into one. No, it's 4, but let's say 5 to make it sound good. So I did. So it's packed.
Round number,
Just round it up to 5. So these shows packed in, but I got stuck doing on Billie Jean when you're like this when he's like that with the glove. I got stuck there. I had a cramp and I was stuck. So I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck. It hurts so bad. But I had to keep on going, so I just stood there and just went like thrusted my hips and just made it look like I was doing them. But I was stuck. And because I have a bad habit with fast food. That's why I didn't order nothing because I can't. I will spend money. I will spend my last dime on fast food. I love it.
As an entertainer, I've had several cramps where I've had to just work through.
You have to drink water and everything.
No, my issue thing is being a hip hop dancer. My issue thing was I used to just hold my breath for the entire 3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. What is that?
Dude.
What is that?
Yeah, because it's a hype thing.
It's like
a hype thing.
I do that.
Like, it's a hype thing. As soon as that beat come on and
You
I
just
know I'm about to move,
right.
the breath stops for the entire 3 minutes.
Right.
It's terrible.
I only take maybe a few quick breaths
And then
when I
it's
gotta
all in.
pause
Correct.
and then that breath is coming right back.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
holding and
Correct.
it's going.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
So pretty much saying that you're so dedicated and the passion for it, what do you draw your inspiration from?
I drew my inspiration from Michael Jackson the first time. I saw how great he was, and I'm like, oh my God! Like at one point, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. At one point, I wanted to be Michael Jackson. I did. I was obsessed with him, and then I found myself with my artistry. You see what I'm saying? When you're in entertainment, you kind of find your own. Something gets you in it, but then you find your own. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to be known as Michael Jackson. I don't want to do that. I wanted to be I wrote down on a piece of paper. I said I want to be the best Michael Jackson impersonator there ever was and ever will be. I just want to be the best. And I wrote that down. And the paper disappeared. I don't know where it went. But I was like, but it started coming to fruition. People started saying, "Oh, you're amazing, blah blah." I had people chase me to my car, bang on the windows like that. That was cool. But they were seeing Michael Jackson. They weren't really seeing Demetri Reeves.
I was about to say, which brings us to our next question, right?
Because you're an artist.
Correct. I am
not just the Michael Jackson impersonator.
Right.
So tell us how you fell in love with music in general. What made you want to do music?
So I'm being honest, I never really liked music like that. If I'm being honest with you,
right.
I want to be real because you guys are real. I saw the times you talk about. So I gotta take my armor, take my fakeness off. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm glad we're that transparent.
So I did. Music was okay to me. Again, I wanted to be a wrestler. Music wasn't that big of a deal to me until I'm now falling in love with it. I'm now seeing like, oh, this is what it is. I'm not necessarily. I sing rap and I dance like that, and I'm just learning how. I just learned how to sing about three years ago.
Questions.
But sorry, I'm sorry. I was trying to make y'all job easier.
No, it's okay.
Keep talking.
Those are her own questions.
We appreciate that. Let him talk.
No, keep talking.
Do you get artists up here that just like quiet and just like?
Yes. So you're doing a great job. Be who you are.
Yeah, you
You want to know
You're
something?
making my job so
Everybody
easy.
feels really comfortable with us, and they just talk. So we just
You guys are late. I swear to God, I feel like I went to school with you guys. You guys are so laid back. I feel like I'm at the lunch table and I'm just like talking to my friends. Like you guys are so laid back, so it makes me feel like.
Just as a side note, we did transfer from a show called The Cool Kids. So
Oh really?
it's kind of appropriate. Just as a random dead ass plug.
We just, but we wrap shit up now. So
But now we wrap shit up.
And just for you guys, so you can call in and talk to us and ask questions and whatnot, the number here is 404-436-1277. Again, that's 404-436-1277. You jumped into it without us having to ask. But the next question would have been, what is something that most people don't know about you?
which is
skeleton. Psych. No.
In the closet.
Nobody knows. I'm pretty much out there with everything.
No, you
No.
started talking about
No.
your music, and then
Lies.
No, I am out there. I'm pretty much. I'm pretty. If you meet, what do you know about me?
Come on.
You dig in that bag. What will we find out
Yeah.
different from
Because
you?
most people know you as Michael. What don't we know?
what do we not know
what
about
do we not
Dimitri
know?
Reed?
Oh yeah. Well, my music, of course. I thought you meant like something like oh.
No.
You.
You personally.
Oh, me personally. I'm trying to get personal.
What's
you
in
are the
here?
impersonator. This is what you want, right?
What's it?
You want you.
I
You
gotta
want
reach
at the
down.
forefront.
Yeah, reach
Damn.
dig in there.
You don't want Michael. You want Dimitri, right?
Yeah. People don't know about me is that most people don't know that
Oh, we got him stopped. Go
I
ahead.
know. That happens. I'm on my feet. I think really fast. You guys did that, so congratulations. Jesus.
35.
People that
Want to know?
I don't. I don't know. I believe
That you can
I'm a
fly?
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know. Goddamn. Shit. Give me an example. Give me so I can feed off of that.
No,
Quick.
What's the worst thing that happened to you?
There
That
you go.
I got jumped.
Really?
everybody knew that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That was.
Yeah,
That my lip was hanging from both sides.
Give them the story with that. What happened?
Okay, so I was walking. I was a little intoxicated. I went, but it wasn't. I know when I'm intoxicated, I know what I'm doing. You know. Most people just like,
Wait a minute.
oh my god, I'm drunk.
You get wavy. You don't get drunk. You get wavy.
No, I can get plastered and look at you and just be cool.
Okay.
I could be drunk. I'm not drunk right now, but I could be just like, you know what I mean? Like I just,
Can't tell.
I walked up to the guy. I walked up past two girls were fighting, and I went and I was like, they weren't fist fighting, they were fussing. And the girl was like, my cousin will come up here and shoot this whole block up right now. Matter of fact, hold on.
Was you living in East or West?
I was right down the street from here.
Oh Lord.
I was on St. Paul Street.
Oh, that's East.
That's East. Okay, yeah. She was sitting on the step. She's like, I'll call my cousin to do that. So I thought to myself, like, all right, well, because I'm like, all right, I'm all about peace. Let me go up there and talk to her. So I said, because we laugh as men. We laugh at our black sisters when they fight. Yeah. We laugh. We think that's cute.
Comical.
Exactly.
Wait to see a titty.
Right. So so I went there and I told them. I said, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? Well, because that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, well, okay, well, that's not the thing. So I said, what about, we just got to love each other. And I tried, I was talking about that.
Peaceful.
One guy jumps in and says, we don't want to hear all that. So I said, okay, you don't want to hear about
You messed
peace.
up his
That makes no
World Star
sense.
video.
So I said, anyway, I was talking to the girl and he said, we don't want to hear all that. I said, I'm not talking to you. He felt like I challenged him in front of his boys. And then he said he tried to like swing at me. So if somebody's swinging at me, if I try to walk away, that's turning my back, giving him leeway to go around his boys, because his boys are not going to hold him. Let's be serious, they're not going to hold him that long. They're going to be like, go get it, because and so I did that. So the guy came towards me and I threw off my I had a fedora on and I threw it down, and he said I said, just gotta do Michael Jackson. I'm not, don't challenge me. Just cause I do that. Like most people think just cause I you know what I mean? Like, you can't, you just gotta do that. People factor that, oh, he can't fight. You can't, cause he's dancing. He's all about peace and positivity.
No,
don't get it twisted.
I could just imagine Moonwalker. I can just imagine it.
I'm trying to separate you.
Right, no, it's
But
fine.
at the same time, when you're in a competition, I'm just like, I see.
Michael.
Like,
Oh no, that's
Imagine that nigga on skates moonwalking. Like,
no. So
You be like, you ain't so bad without your boys.
you ain't bad. You ain't nothing. So no, So when I fought, when the guy came at me, he fought. That
your wrists.
they all jumped in.
Really?
They all jumped in. So with that said, real quick though, they all jumped in and they all split my lip, and I just signed up for karaoke night, and I got my lip split. Then they ran away, and I said, I'm out here dancing for your city. I'm out here trying to promote positivity, and you guys jumped me?
Yeah.
What is wrong? Are you serious?
That's Baltimore.
So I got banked. So I went online because my fiance, she
Shout
said,
outs to her.
and she what she did was she said, Dimitri, okay. She was like, yeah. She's like, Dimitri, but everybody gets banked around. I mean, because it's normal to everybody. So to me, that was a big deal because I'm from St. Mary's County. So
you're not from the city,
right. So that's normal. Everybody, you got banked. All right, what the hell? Okay, but like to me, that was like, I just got fucking jumped. Well, my lip was split.
Yeah.
So I
If you're a premier rapper like Lil Scooter, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's
left
crazy.
leaving a
I'm
That's
about to-
crazy.
I'm about to say,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Is that kind of like a shock to you, like how different the city from the county is?
Yeah, well, kinda. Yeah, because they're trying to make the county into a city right now. That's what's going to
they're
happen
moving
because they're
all the
moving.
city out to the county and all the county
So
out to the city.
correct. So what happened was after we fought, I went upstairs and I went upstairs. I'm bleeding. I'm angry, tears in my eyes. And I went upstairs and the lady called my name for karaoke. I did the rest of the karaoke. I did "Let's Go Crazy" by Prince, and I loved how it went on. Because I'm dramatic. It goes, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered today to get through this thing called life." And the lights hit, and then the song comes on, and I'm dancing, and my lip is, I'm telling you, split for days. So blood's dripping, everything, and people are just like looking at me like, "Whoa, this guy is really, his lip is split."
Right.
But I'm giving the show of my life because I wanted to show them, So I said, I just got my ass kicked outside, but but I'm here, I'm here, and I'm alive, and I'm celebrating that for one, and for two, don't let life get you down. Don't let life distract you. That was my test. That was kind of like my testimony to life is, that's what life does to you. On the inside. It may not show on the outside, but on the inside. Right. But you still got to get up and do your thing. My performance was basically saying you still got to get up and do you. You still got to go day to day and just go. So that's the thing. So when I fight, I don't dance. That's something that people automatically, like you were saying, you couldn't picture me because all you see is me dancing. That's all you're like. How the fuck? Excuse my language. But how the crap? How
We're uncensored.
But you
It's
don't
okay.
just dance, right? You have music coming out soon, right? Or-
Yeah, music. Yeah. My EP.
So tell us about that.
February 16th. I dropped my EP. I just dropped the EP called "Feels Like Summer." Feels like summer, and it had "Ride" and all that on there. I'm dropping my EP now again. It's called "Life at a Party." That's the single that you guys heard earlier. I'm dropping that. It has 5 songs on there. It has trap, pop. Just all. I want to touch everybody. I don't want
Tell
to
them how they can.
www.dimitrireeves.com. That's DIMITRIREEVES. Again, DIMITRIREEVES. Just go on that, DimitriReeves.com, or Google my name, and DimitriReeves.com pulls up right there, and you click on it, and I'm right there. And
Before we let you go, is there anybody you want to shout out?
Greg, Vaughn Mason, my manager, for moving me in and spending so much time with me and grooming me. My producer, Greg, he's dope. He was there with me when I was flatter than tinfoil. So I thank him for dealing with me. My fiance for having my back and being my rock. Yeah, my rock. So I thank her for that. And thank you guys for caring about what I do and showing interest. And did everybody get their questions out that they wanted to ask?
Yeah, just about.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming out, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me get this out real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get it out, girl.
He wrapped us up,
Go
right?
ahead.
Happy birthday to my niece.
Oh.
Real quick.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She's turning 18. That's why I said that.
She's turning 18?
Yeah, just 18.
Oh.
So anyway, but today's broadcast reaches over 278,000 viewers per month. Advertise your product, service, event on Radio on Fire by sponsoring any one of our lovely episodes for as little as $50. Visit radioonfire.com/promo to get started, and we will be right back.
Stay tuned.